When Marilyn Monroe was briefly married to Joe DiMaggio in 1954, they moved into a quaint honeymoon Mediterranean-style home in the heart of Hollywood. About 65 years later, a lively Monroe lookalike and her husband bought that very house. In this video, we will be taking a look at Jasmine Kiswell, the 28-year-old Marilyn Monroe lookalike who came to live in the sex symbol's actual home in Los Angeles. Stay tuned and watch. So, who exactly is Jasmine Kiswell, the social media star who happens to be a lookalike to Marilyn Monroe? Born in Scotland, social media star Jasmine is a dead ringer for the late, some like it hot star, who would have turned 95 this year. The blonde bombshell's bubbly smile and chic vintage style, and the fact she lives where the iconic sex symbol once resided, has earned her 11.6 million followers on TikTok alone. Besides TikTok, she is a YouTuber, content creator, and social media personality. Jasmine Kiswell is also an Instagram star known for her lip-sync videos, funny and romantic videos. She is famous for her amazing and unique TikTok content. Above all, the biggest reason why we think she is so famous is because of her resemblance to the late Hollywood icon. She is known as Miss Scotland on YouTube, where she has nearly 400,000 subscribers and over 50 million views on all of her videos. Jasmine is married to Maverick McNeely, a music producer, and the couple are expecting their first child together. She had this to say about falling into the character of the famous actress. "I've always loved vintage fashion since I was little, but I didn't want to get judged or stand out, so I always told myself maybe one day I'll have the confidence to do so." Let us now talk about the house the couple purchased around 3 years ago. The house actually belonged to Monroe and her husband Joe DiMaggio when they married way back in 1954. In 2018, Jasmine and her husband were driving around Hollywood house hunting and stumbled upon a home in the exclusive Outpost Estates area near the hills. "My husband looked online and saw that the house was actually one of the ones where Marilyn lived, and it was one of the open houses for sale," she said of the house, which overlooks Runyon Canyon. "We fell in love with it immediately," she added. "Not just because it was Marilyn's house, but it also reminded me of Scotland in a really bizarre way." The couple moved into the 4-bedroom, 4-full-bathroom home at the start of 2019, which they purchased for $2.73 million. Reminiscent of the Amalfi Coast, the 3,335-square-foot home boasts canyon views from all rooms, a huge terrace that expands from the living area, which provides a place for al fresco dining, and a grotto-like pool and spa. The house sits on around 8,100 square feet of land, and it is quite spacious. The surroundings are lush green with views of deep canyons. Monroe, who died in 1962, took up residence in the home for a few years before marrying DiMaggio in 1954. The couple lived there together for 9 months before their divorce, which was around the time she went to New York to film The 7-Year Itch. After their divorce, the gentleman preferred blonde actress married playwright Arthur Miller and moved to the Big Apple. She was found dead of a barbiturate overdose inside her last home in Brentwood. Despite living in Monroe's home decades later, Kiswell was confused as to why there were so many items left behind in the home that were not cleared out. The findings included an incinerator she found with 2 magazines dated back to the time when Marilyn and Joe lived there. You could see that someone had drawn circles on parts of the magazine, and it could have been Marilyn or Joe's writing, she said. American greats Marilyn Monroe and Joe DiMaggio's short-lived union and lengthier relationship captured the hearts and attention of a nation. When they met, Monroe was becoming the siren of Hollywood movies, and Yankee Clipper DiMaggio had already been labeled the greatest baseball player of all time. Though the marriage would last only 9 months, their brief passionate romance and enduring bond continue to fascinate many even to this day. Haunted house. Moving back to Kiswell, the cheery social media star revealed that since moving into the house, they've had a lot of weird things happen, including hearing footsteps every night as they try to sleep. She said, "We do hear footsteps most nights. We have tried everything," Kiswell explained. "We are like it can't be animals. We had someone come in to check the real estate and nothing. I know our dogs go into hallways, and it's like someone touches them and is patting them. In the beginning, my husband and I were a bit scared, but that energy does not feel bad, it feels happy. We don't mind it anymore." While Kiswell leaves and breathes Marilyn Monroe, she said her look only really began to transform in 2017 when she stumbled upon an old-fashioned store in Los Angeles that gave her inspiration. "It made me realize I wanted to try the hair and makeup," and see how it goes," she said. "It took me a while to get my hair that way, and the makeup with the clothes." Kiswell explained that she initially worked with some of her modern clothes to make it vintage and built her closet from there. She then realized her hair had been too long to create that 50s vibe and so had to cut it. And that's when the Marilyn comparisons began rolling in. "I made it really short and had it blonde, and I didn't think about it at the time, but I was dressing vintage, and I was getting stopped in the street with people telling me, 'Oh my God, you look so much like Marilyn Monroe,'" she said. "So it wasn't intentional at first, it just kind of happened." Today, Kiswell has built up a huge social media following where she is constantly blogging about her journey of dressing the part. "This is my full-time job. It has really changed my life in the best way," she said. "The community I've built, we are like family." Her husband, Maverick, elaborated on some of the more bizarre social media requests Kiswell deals with from her many fans. As far as direct messages, she gets a bunch of weird chat. Not your typical weird one, like feet, but some people will just ask her for her big toes. One toe. Despite the creepy requests, Maverick supports her fully and even joined in undressing vintage on occasion. "We always go shopping, and I'd always say I'll never dress vintage," he said. "I thought it looked cool on women, but on men, I thought it would look stupid. But you know it's grown on me." These two seem to be having the time of their life, and we'll let them have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.